Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do beer stuff here. And I'm going to be doing a review of a beer. Just kind of came out. Really wanted to review it. And I found one. Yeah, Big Hoppy. Big Hoppy from Lawson's. We're talking about a black IPA. I am a fan of black IPAs when they're done right. And if anybody is going to do it right, should be Lawson's. They really do scratch that itch for me. It's a straight from the Green Mountains to your head black IPA. As far as what it says on the side of the can here, comes in at 7.5% alcohol by volume. It says this dark and devious brew reflects a resinous and sticky fusion of intense bitterness, big roasted barley flavors, and powerful dank aromas, made with huge additions of 5 hop varieties and 7 malts to create a bold flavor profile. That'd be that. This is canned 8/29. Today is 9/18. So there you go. Typical Lawson stylings. It's what they do as far as their labeling goes. Yeah, we're gonna drink it. See what's what. T-minus 5.5 days to Beer Tuber Palooza. I am super pumped. I will post this same day, so this is Sunday. The Dolphins just came back. I mean, listen. I'm a Dolphins fan. It's been a long time since we've had reason to be positive. I was all in this season. Sounds like everybody else is all out. More specifically, all out on Tui. Down 21. Came back. 6 touchdowns. 400, almost 500 yards. Awesome. So yeah, labeling. It's alright. Beer-wise. Yeah, it looks like a black IPA. It looks like a stout. Looks like a porter. Looks like, a relatively low ABV darker beer. With the way the head's kind of coming off here, creamy and fluffy, you know it's not something that's like pushing double digits, barrel aged, or anything like that. Give it a whirl. Give it a nose. I mean, you get that precursor of that resinous bitterness here. Obviously, you're not getting that nose, but you get this kind of soft little danky vibes, this grainy kind of beastery, weedy kind of vibes. But it really is a malt kind of spectacular thing kind of going on the nose here. Multiple levels of malt, like from almost like a dark kind of molassesy kind of malt to a bright and crispy kind of more coffee roasted kind of esque. Big rich kind of malt, and everything in between, from your darker chocolates, like I said, the blackstrap molasses, to this nice, it's not brown bready, but it's a little bit more lighter, kind of crispy. I go coffee, like I said, the way the kind of coffee beans kind of come off crispy, stuff like that. It's like that kind of maltiness. So it really is kind of just this kind of multiple level gamut of maltiness with this kind of tantalizing precursor of a very, very fun kind of bittering. Nothing hyper aggressive, but powerful, meaningful. Let's dive in. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. I mean, that's tasty. It has this really cool mouthfeel to it. It's flirting line somewhere between like a porter and a stout. I just got a text, so my brain is tied up. Let's turn the volume down. That helps. Words are hard sometimes. Jesus Christ, we'll get through it. Like a lot of these black IPAs tend to come off with like really, really fluffy, creamy porters. Well, this doesn't have like. It's a softer beer, but it has this a little bit more richness, a little bit more density, kind of eking towards a little bit more imperial style, almost like Baltic porter kind of mouthfeel on it. Rich malts. I mean, from top to bottom, similar to what you're getting on a nose, but I would say a little bit more chocolatey for me, more than that kind of molasses thing I was talking about. And really, finishes relatively easy. I mean, you're talking about a resinous, and we'll get to that in a second, black IPA coming in at pushing 8%. You expect it to be a little bit heavy. It kind of finishes pretty lager-esque. Maybe that's a little bit more kind of that Baltic porter in there that I'm kind of alluding to. But it almost does have like lagery vibes as far as how clean and crisp and how drinkable it is. But the star of the taste portion of the show here are the hops. It reminds me very much, not to kind of, mash breweries together. Is it Beelzebub or is it, I always mix them up. Is it, what is it? What's the Alchemist one? It's not Beelzebub. Is it what's the other goddamn one? I know you guys are gonna tell me. It's not Delicious. What the hell is it? I thought of it when I bought this. I was like, oh, I wonder if it's anything like that. And it really does remind me of that kind of darker, richer, hoppy forward kind of black IPA-esque, because I don't think the Alchemist version of this is a black IPA. I think it is called like just a Hoppy Dark Ale or something along this one. Deciduous, maybe? That's the name of it. Anyway, regardless, I'm not going to weigh on it. It does remind me of that. I mean, maybe it's a little bit kind of like just making me think that because of the proximity. But where the big change here is a lot of the Alchemist beers end up coming off like a weedy danky. This is very much West Coast old school C kind of danky. Resinous, piney, kind of those kind of things. More traditional in the sense when it comes to a black IPA, but it's not going to be mistaken for anything but a black IPA, especially hyper fresh. The way these kind of resinous, the way these pine kind of notes kind of burst out of that rich kind of malty base ends up being super tasty. Exactly what I wanted. Let's put it that way. And I was looking for something of this ilk. Something with a nice, sturdy, rich kind of base on it, malt base on it, in combination with a super bomb mouthfeel. Even though, like I said, this is a little bigger and denser, it still drinks really nice. So it comes off almost like Baltic Porterish as far as a malt base. And then when you throw those kind of rich C, Cascade, Centennial, those kind of hops on here that just scream old school Pacific Northwest piney resininess, it comes off as one of the better, if not one of the best, black IPAs, Cascadian Dark Ales, whatever you want to call it, Hoppy Porters, Hoppy Baltic Porters, that I've had as of late. It's super tasty. Absolutely tasty. And I'm glad I got a 4-pack, because I'm going to drink them all. So yeah, I don't even know what else to tell you. It is kind of textbooky when it comes to what a black IPA is supposed to be, which is just this big, rich malt base with this nice kind of sturdy hop bitterness, whether it be weedy or more West Coasty sea kind of resonant stankiness. It fills all those roles and comes off with that bonus of that super drinkability a la a lager, a la a Baltic Porter. Cannot go wrong. I actually forget what I paid for this. I actually bought it at a place that usually prices stuff high, so kind of just ignored the price on it because I really did want to drink it. But that's a fun game to play. Let's play that. What would I pay for this? I would love to pay $16 for this. I hope that's what it is. I can see this eking a little bit bigger, but if this is $16 like MSRP, that's fine by me. And just say, man, if you like this hoppy forward, black, malty forward beers, if you like your Cascadian Darks, if your black IPAs, there's no way you don't like this. And let's talk about Lawson's. What has been your experience with Lawson's? Have you been to the brewery? I have several times. Have you been familiar with a lot of their beers? Have you had anything like this from them? Have you had this particular beer in this particular batch down there? Let's talk about it. So there you go. A little Hoppy Darks in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you tune in this coming week for all the fun beer tuber palooza stuff. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers, y'all.